Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon.
Yo, VI, play the beat.
Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights, the Hanged Empress. It's that Leo moon, and the song that's coming into my head, which helped me to choose our deck, is Where's the Love? Where is that love? It's coming up and coming out like the sunshine through those cloudy days. It starts off small, just a shaft of light, but if it's purely directed on that inner light, that inner sense of self and joy in self, that's where it all starts. Cancer moon was dark and stormy time, but we're coming out of it. We're washing the shore. The sun is breaking, and after everything we've been through, we're just happy to have our lives. We're happy to have what we have. We're happy to move. However quietly that movement seems to happen, it's soft, it's subtle, it's like breaking through the dawn, waking up. Hit the slow down. Four of Wands on the top. Three of Wands was resting on my thumb, and I flipped it out in a turn. What dropped was the Five of Wands. It's like quieting down and slowing down because we're moving so fast. I said that backwards. Sorry, staring at the eyes of the wolf, glaring through my soul. Get it right. Say it right. That is a message, that is a theme. Saying it right. Okay. So this is going to break brains a little bit. But if you've seen the movie Over the Hedge, there's my good example. It's like when the squirrel that's already really hyper drinks an energy drink, and the squirrel goes so fast that it's like time slows down. So it's like speeding up to a point where everything is slow. And it gives us quick reaction time and the ability to settle the score quickly and efficiently. What didn't want to come along with the deck was the Four of Cups. The fire and the water. Quick deflection and separation of energies. A fast adjustment of a mirror or a window or a portal that we're stepping through, looking through, observing, reflecting. So they're splitting off into their higher and lower frequencies. The King of Cups energy falls on top of this Five of Wands. There's a call for emotional maturity in the situation, taking accountability for our own emotions and validating the emotions of others, because a king is only as good as his kingdom. And if the kingdom is misaligned, not connected emotionally, if there's not strong family bonds, connections, and a willingness to come back together through this separation process, I just lost my place. Wandered off into time and space, as we do sometimes. As we do. I got lost in the night, lost in the water, lost in the moon. So much. So much to swim through. So much to swim through. I do kind of feel like the swim from Cancer is going to take from the time of that quarter all the way up into our full moon. So keeping our head above the water and containing our own emotions while holding them safe and sovereign, giving them face, point, purpose, and reason for being a part of our kingdom. What I wanted to ask was, is this a momentary scuffle? Nine of Swords, with that sun peeking out, with the Knight of Wands. All that fire energy, lightning breaking, cracking through. It's an elevation, a larger scale of a cycle, but it's not unbeatable. Like I said, the light's breaking through. Something is about to turn about. Something is going to turn around, come face. Not that there isn't fear in this, but there is a willingness to see through our own fears and the fears of others and see the light and the truth and the love that exists underneath. And what that love really means, what it really comes down to, putting it into a box, a definition, walling it up, is not where we are. We're coming into a season where we're going to be able to let our heart be open and roam and experience all of life with a little bit more childlike wonder and innocence. It doesn't have to be so heavy. We don't have to be so weighed down or blocked out by these lingering attachments and fears. If we allow ourselves to step into the light, okay, you're coming. The sun is coming. I was wondering about you. I'd almost forgotten that Four of Cups. The lost cares. There's a wall. I can't tell if it's being built up or coming down. But there is a wall between this Four of Cups space and energy. It's a foundation of loss. And I think that's why that wall, like I said, is either building up or coming down. One or the other. One or the other. Four of Pentacles. More walls. More walls. More mirrors. More reflections. Ties coming unbound. Loosening their grip. Whatever we're doing with that wall, whatever we're doing with that space of not good enough, it's coming loose. We're breaking loose. You can smell the fresh air and feel the sunlight on our skin, and we can almost taste freedom. Reducing those swords, reducing those fears, reducing those ill actionable programs is the word. More nights. More walls, more nights. Justice falls on the side of chaos, but it's not. It is perceivable as fear and worry with another sword. They're coming down. However, there is a beauty and a creation being born. A new galaxy, a new universe coming into the light through this chaos. So as those swords drop and we embody a little bit more of the king and his knights type program with ourselves, ruling over our actions, caring for our heart. Hello, Paige. The whole court. Well, not the whole court yet, but the court is coming together. The fears and doubts about whether or not this court can work together are starting to come down, and we are starting to embrace a little bit more of that unknown with less fear, less worry, and knowing that we are creating something new and beautiful. As walls are tearing down, they are also being built up, and there is new hope being grown. Fresh, calmer waters starting to move through. The storm is almost past. The Empress turned over in the deck. The world and the star covering. The Empress is sowing star seeds into the earth and the world cycle itself. Full direction, focus, and intention taking it. Taking all of it. I do have some other cards. I was wondering if I wanted to grab those and play, but more things a dropping, a happening, occurring. 2 wands, 5 swords. The patience and lessons. You're coming through these battles. Coming to terms with our wins and our losses in reality, and how that shapes and directs our passion. It's like those walls are coming in, but to a focal point. A true direction. A true passion. Clean and ready to move forward. There's a queen. Hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. Really though. Did not know the king was there. Was not paying attention. I was just looking at, look at that little lucky rabbit there. I was looking, enjoying I wasn't paying attention to the king energy. We already had a king out here on the board. It was that King of Cups that came out before. So I was just enjoying the view. I was just enjoying the nature. I was enjoying the breaking of dawn and the peace and the quiet and the subtlety. And while we are turned into the creative process in our own worlds and scopes and perspectives, the court comes together. The masculine comes in with aid, with balance, with the stuff to do the work, to rebuild this broken pillar. Oh hey, looks like you could use a little help around the house. Should we put that pillar back up? Let's build you up right. Let's rebuild this empire, this kingdom, with a little luck and hope and faith and the right actions and the right movements in the right time and space coming to meet. The energy will meet us when we're there. Patience, focus, sowing our seeds, growing what we want to grow is what draws in and aligns the rest of our kingdom, the rest of our perception. Alright, I just want to do one Queen of the Moon. I'm feeling the moon vibes. Money! It's literally money! Fenrir! We've been on a tirade about Fenrir, the great wolf who chases after the moon to devour. The wolf wants to devour it. I might have to check in on this poor kid. Give us a moment. Then we're gonna go on a money tirade. Are cool? We're good now. It's been rough. It's been rough, I'll tell you. But we're making it through. I'm clearing it out. Alright. Fenrir the wolf. The great wolf representing the shadow, the darkness, has this overwhelming desire to devour the moon, and Odin, having the gift of sight into all things, past, present, and future, knows that the destiny of this wolf is to devour the moon. So he actually wants to kill Fenrir first, but Tyr, the god of war, is Fenrir's best friend, and they have a really close relationship. So Tyr's like, no, I'll chain him up. He's my dog. I'll take care of him. And when Tyr goes to chain up Fenrir, his shadow, Fenrir eats his right arm. Takes it. This guy, he has 2 arms. Maybe he's not the masculine lunar god. Mani is mentioned. Mani is the moon, by the way, in Norse mythology. And a few others, which is what this card represents. The creative, emotional moon is actually held and represented by a masculine god. However, moving on to the story, because we are doing this, it's happening. Alright, so Tyr lost his hand chaining up the moon, or chaining up Fenrir, who is always chasing the moon, which is driven by Mani, the god in the chariot who carries the moon across the sky. And I thought it was just very interesting how this whole thing came about, how the god of war action lost his actionable hand because he had to chain up his shadow to prevent it from devouring his emotions completely. And there are lessons in there. Is that exactly how it would have gone had they not tried to chain up Fenrir? Would he have eaten the moon? Or could he have been tamed? Could he have been worked with? The world is changing with every decision, with every action that we make. And giving love and attention to that shadow self is what helps to keep it sane. Taking that dog for a walk. Keeping it contained, but utilizing it, giving it purpose, giving it something to do, rather than just chasing its emotions all the time. Alright, time to go. Thank you, children. Have a fantastic moon. We'll see you next time.